Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Dojo Plans, and today we are doing some more daily sheets for a daily planner, which can be used to help narrow things down each day so that way you're not getting so stressed and overwhelmed. I am going in with my printables. They are linked down in the description below. We are going to continue on with using Happy Planner Mega Sticker books because I don't know why I just never think of these books, but I think it's a great way to try to use these. A couple people last week said I should keep trying to do one sticker book per 5 spreads. So that's what we're going to continue doing today. And then probably next week, we're going to hop into spring books because spring is almost here. And these are usually always technically for the next week. So we'll start getting into those and then we can come back to these. But this is Flower Power. It's probably one of my favorite mega books. I have this one. I've actually used it. And it's kind of like a color story. So I figured this one should, in theory, be maybe easier than last week's. I don't know. Maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot saying that. We'll find out, I guess, if this one actually is easier or not. But let's go ahead and get started, and then we'll just kind of see where this takes us. So we're going to start with a vertical. I think most of the things in here are vertical. So we'll kind of have to get creative when it comes to doing the horizontal stuff. But yeah, so let's just start. Let's start on the left side first, I think. And there's multiple sets in here, like themes. So we have a theme there. And some of them, it looks like they have functional stuff with them, and some of them don't. So it just kind of depends on what we choose. Apparently, I loved this set because this was a set that kind of made a comeback. That was in one of the original, very first Happy Planner sticker books. So I absolutely love this set, and so I think I'm going to try to use the rest of these. I'm going to use these as, actually, you know what? I want to save this for a horizontal. Now I don't know. Now I'm let's just do a horizontal real quick. I have to do 2 horizontals anyway, so might as well just swap it out because I'm this will work really nicely for a horizontal. So we're going to do it. We're going to kind of flip-flop around a little bit. So there's my quotes. There's not really going to be any that's going to work horizontally. And I don't think there's a ton of quotes that's just by themselves. So we'll kind of have to see what happens. But I am going to start getting in some boxes just so we have them. We have foil that we can be pulling in. But I think I'm going to use these little mini stickers as my washi strips. So we'll pull some of those in. Because I don't think... I did see some quotes that were by themselves in a different set. So I might have to... Or maybe not. I think I'm making that up. I know there's not a lot of standalone things. There's not a lot of functional things by itself. I might have to use a different book for my my quotes and stuff. This mainly has decorative. It's mainly decorative, but that's okay. We will make it work regardless. I'm trying to figure out if I want to make that into something and then frame it. I'm looking at that what could we do there? Okay, well, let's pull in some silver because why not? I need functional. Need some functional boxes so we can pull in a little bit of this silver color. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that piece. I mean, I guess we could just go in with another box here. We just have a bunch of itty bitties. That we can stick in. And then we kind of have our functional section. Or not functional, our decorative section with our flowers and stuff. So Can kind of go in with some of these. And let's see, kind of add that over there. I'll have to trim that off. I think I'm just going to cover this spot over here with these florals and just pretend it doesn't exist. And then I'm going to go in with some quotes. Just happened to flip through to the spring section, so that kind of works. We can layer that on top of that. I feel like that looks nice. Add this time to bloom. And we can add some more florals or something over there. And all these little pieces. And just start adding in some of those to get some more of that floral vibe look to it. I did pull out my scissors, so that's good. I didn't know if I pulled them out or not. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. That's the only thing about this one is it doesn't have like a lot to it. It just kind of gives you the basics. Base stickers, if you will. Can't pull those up without a little bit of help. I'm trying to use this page basically because I feel like it's not super decorated, right? So we'll just add more and make it more decorated. Add in all these little bitty pieces. And we just have a leaf we can stick in. Okay, well, we finished that page, so that's an accomplishment. This one just has a bunch of like little bitty pages. Oh, sorry, you cannot see anything I was doing. I'm so sorry. And then I also have these pieces. They're just decorative pieces. But I'm going to go ahead and use these because then I can pull out that page. I love ripping out sticker pages. It's like my favorite thing. It's always my goal. Okay, I actually really like how that turned out. I think this is my favorite part, sticking that black quote on top of that. I think that's my favorite. Okay, we're going to go back to vertical because I'm going to get confused. So we're going to go back to vertical. Let's go in. I'm thinking this first set. Should I do this first set or should I do the Moody Vibe set that's after it? Ooh, let's do this Moody Vibes. So let's grab this Be Brave. Okay, let's grab, we have lots of little floral pieces. Now the second page does not have foil on it. However, I do have the same florals between the two pages. So I am going to go ahead and grab those. And I think this time I'm not going to connect them. I'm going to put a space in between them. And then we'll see if we can find something to fill that in. If not, great. If we can, great. And then we have these really pretty floral boxes that we can use to kind of decorate. Then I'm going to go to the black boxes for my layering because I think if I do gold, it'll be a little too much. A little much. So we're just gonna kind of change that up a little bit. And then our florals that we have are really pretty. Oh, this one is technically done. It has like a bunch of little scraps that apparently I saved. So we can use those scraps. No sticker left behind. I'm just going to use these like little scraps that I apparently thought I needed to save. But maybe I was just thinking of future me wanting to rip out that page. So I'm putting those along the side there. And then we have all these gorgeous florals. We do have a quote, so we can add that in there. And then we have these really pretty, like darker vibe blooms that we can add in down here at the bottom. Kind of have that just going across the whole bottom there. And I'm going to have to do some trimming. Some of these I'm going to use them again, but I don't think all of them need to be used again. But we can kind of continue this section over here with some of the bigger pieces. If it doesn't have much of the design on it, then there's not really a point to put it over here, but I'm going to do most of them. Okay. Same thing over here, just taking those scraps. And that way it looks like the flowers are just like all around it. And now I can rip out that page. Whoop, whoop. Nothing feels better than ripping out a sticker page. And we have some like smaller pieces, so I'm going to just stick a small piece in that little holder. Okay, I think that's good for that one. I really like how that one turned out. So we're going to flip that one over and let's kind of do the complete opposite vibe, because opposite color vibes. And we're going to go to this more pastel. Well, now I'm like, now I want to save that one, because anytime I see these, I'm like, oh, that's good for a horizontal. So I lied. Let's go back to horizontal. I'm just flip-flopping today. Like, I don't know. We are flip-flopping, but I'm doing this one because I'm like, I could put a quote on that and turn it into a quote. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to do that. I'm just hopping around like crazy. Okay, well, we have the gold in here, so we're just going to use the gold stickers. We'll use lots of foil this week, which is okay. So I'm going to lay those in there, and then again, I feel like I don't want to layer with the gold because that's a little much. So I'm going to go in with some of the other colors. And things that we have. Okay, and then the goal will be to put a quote there. So let's find a nice quote that I can put there. Looking for one that's a little bit longer. Like this plan for today is cute. And then we can turn that into like a little quote sticker. And then we can go to our actual florals, which we have some cute florals in here. So I'm going to try to use this page and get some of these florals going. Stick these all in here. We'll go in with this Flower Power, which is the name of the book. So that's helpful. And then I can rip that page out. And And then we have some like smaller. Oh, well, that one was attached to another one. Oh my goodness. These do not want to come up by themselves. So add a little bit more. And to add some of those in there. I'm going to trim this off before I forget, because I will forget. And then I'll stick it there and just kind of finish that out. I actually like that. That one's cute. I kind of want to keep it that simple, but I also want to add a couple more florals. Oh my gosh, these do not want to come up. Come on. I really like this blue one too. I'm going to add that in there. We'll even have this little like stream of florals that we can kind of use to connect that bottom. Okay, I think that's good. So now we have both of our horizontal ones. So now we're just focusing on verticals because I decided to do that completely out of order. So let's go over to the other side because there's new sets over on this other side that we can decide to use. I actually like use this book. I'm kind of proud of myself right now. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, wow, I did not use this set. And I think it's because I was hoarding this one because these florals are so pretty. So maybe we'll use that one. Yes. Oh my gosh. And I forgot this one has social light florals in it. Which was a like planner babe girl. I can't remember what they're called. It's been so long. But these florals, like these right here, were life. Sorry, we're not using those today. Still gonna hoard those, but we'll use these ones. Now we're going rose gold. So we've done a couple golds. So let's go with some rose gold and see what happens. I like this bloom sticker a lot. So we'll stick that one in there. And then I feel like I can do kind of similar to what I did earlier. I'm going to take these two pieces that match and I'm going to stretch them on the top and then leave the center. I wish that's like the one thing I wish was in here, which I never use, is like the circles. There's none of those in here, but that would come in handy for like putting something there. And I think that's what my brain keeps like thinking of doing. But then like those don't exist in these books. So that would have been nice. Okay, we're going to go in with all the other colors to get our functional stuff in here. So I'm pulling in the other colors that are in here, kind of getting some of those. So now we have all of the colors kind of represented in there. There's kind of big florals. I have this big guy. And I feel like maybe we can find like a nice big quote. And it's weird because I'm like, I want it to be a corner floral, but it's not. So I kind of have to turn it into one, which I'm like, why not just make it a corner floral? I think this was like the time before corner florals became like a big thing. Or before its time. You can't see that. Sorry. Put this up here, I think. And then we're going to trim off all these pieces and then maybe use them elsewhere. And then we can fill in spaces with like all the little bitty blooms that there are in here. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to stick it up here. Maybe. Okay, stick that there. I'm trying to like mix the two together basically. So then I'm going to take this piece, maybe, and stick this over here. And then I'll take this piece, this nice really big piece, and stick it over here. Okay, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Go me, man. I really like that. It's so pretty. Okay, we're going to kind of continue these florals over here because I'm like, why not? And that means I can finish a page. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so now I need to go and look for a quote that I can fit in there. So I'm still just going in with Amber's black quotes. Make today ridiculously amazing. I love quotes that are like today specific because these are daily sheets. And so in my mind, that's like what makes sense and what should go there. I'm going to put this one down here though. And then maybe we can find a bigger quote for up there. Just want something to fill up that space. So either like a wider quote or something that's just longer. Yeah. There are a couple other today quotes. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want. I'm going to do this one. Dreams don't work unless you do. It's kind of a dreamy vibe spread, right? Pulling up the backing. Oops. Get rid of that. We'll stick that in there. And then we still have some of the smaller like floral pieces that we can add in all around. So I'm just going to take in a couple of those and stick them around that quote. This way then I'm getting in all the other colors too. So pretty. Ah, I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, I think this just became my favorite spread. I think so. I'm going to cut off the little whatchamacallit just so I can stick that there. And I'll just stick them somewhere else. Okay, but I am in love with this spread. I'm in love with that one. That one's so pretty. Okay, and to finish out, we're going back into a vertical. We're going to do one more spread. And I think we're going to do this really bright, vibrant, colorful one. Or maybe, maybe I'll use this one. I said I would use this one. We'll use it. We'll use it. Just do it. If not now, then when? That's a good quote for a daily sheet, I feel like. There's so many colors in here. Okay, I think I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do one full box in gold, and then we'll do one in the color. That way we can kind of switch up what we're using. So then we can use the colorful boxes over here. And then I'm going to go to the gold boxes over here. Kind of swap them a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I like that. All right, let's look at the florals we have. And again, there's not really any quotes either, so we're going to have to kind of come up with the quotes ourselves from a different book, which is okay. Stick that there. I'm using the paper ones this time just to kind of see which one I prefer, really. Like, I'm not really sure. Do I like the paper ones better or not? Or should I just be sticking? Oh gosh, well, I don't like paper for that reason, because apparently I just rip things when I use paper. Even easier. That's okay, we'll cut off what I ripped. And then we'll never know. I'll never know I ripped it. Okay, so I used some of the big florals. I have some smaller that are slightly smaller in the clear. It's very pink. Very, very pink. But we're just adding in some of those. We desperately need some black in here because it's a lot of color. A lot of pink, that's for sure. But the set is just so pretty. Okay, let's get some black quotes in here because I need something to distract from all of that color, because that was a lot. Put a couple of quotes in here. Kind of try to break up some of the black or some of the color, not the black, the color, because there's a lot of color. Lots and lots of color. Okay, I feel like that helped a lot, actually. Kind of broke it up a little bit. And I think for funsies, we're going to add just like a little box in here. Just for fun. Okay, I think that's it. Done. We did it. This book was a lot easier just because it's color stories. It was easier to kind of stick with one thing, but let me go ahead and get the pages punched and then we'll take a look at all of them. Alrighty, so we have page 1. I still really love this one. Page 2, I love this one too. I think I love all of them. Page 3, this part with the floral just going all around is my favorite. Page 4, for like a little bit calmer color scheme. And then page 5. So there we go, daily sheets all ready to go. Now, I had a couple of questions last week to show after the pens. I'm not doing after the pens because I'm not actually using these for myself this year because I kind of switched my game for daily stuff, but I am planning to give away. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should give away quarterly, and then that way people can just be using them whenever, and then you could kind of pick and choose. So I might do a quarterly, which means we're kind of coming up to the end of a quarter at the end of March. So I'm thinking I might do a giveaway of like all the pages that I've done up to this point and then kind of just continue that throughout the year. So, or maybe I'll break them up like, 5 or 6 pages because I can't really, they're printed on the back and I'm usually decorating on all those. So maybe I'll do like 3 pages worth, right? Like these 3 worth, but you're getting 6 different spreads or something like that. So I might do like something like that. So stay tuned because I'm planning to do a giveaway with these. But this is mainly just for like inspiration of how you can use your stickers that you might already have on hand for some daily sheets and have fun decorating. And then honestly, this is just like really therapeutic for me because I just get to play with stickers. So, but I want to be able to share these this year since I'm not using them for myself. And that way they're not just sitting, and then hopefully somebody else can kind of make use of them for some like small daily tasks each day. But there we go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!